There we are. Ha! It's running. Welcome to another dreary day in southern Arkansas, USA. I guess I can be a bit British, can't I? So while we can't do anything outside, we'll do a project indoors. And that project is to make, hopefully, the world's smallest wireless electricity system. So while we're all used to this sort of thing, this is the original Suez from 2012. Lights up that little flicker flame quite nicely. And we're all used to, say, the coil type there, which also run things such as LEDs very well. And about the smallest thing I've ever made with one of these bottle cap wireless types, which also run well. But I've never made anything smaller. And the idea is, how small can we get such a system that still works? So, using these as references, the first idea was to use a little choke. And you can see perhaps using the AAA for size comparison. So it's pretty small, and we'll see if that works. I also wound a 5mm LED with 24 turns on it. So let's have a look. And yes, there we go, it does work at that size. So I then thought, okay, let's try go smaller than that. Which resulted in this one, which has got no core at all. It has a round coil again, with the components sitting inside. And there's a resistor on it, 1.5k to the base. So we'll see if that works. Bring it over to the 5mm LED, and there we are. It does light up, it does work. And the thing about this one is that the transistor is just a regular, normal NPN. But I thought to myself, you know what? One way of making this even smaller would be to use SMD components. So that was what I did next. And that little journey resulted in this, which does use SMD components. I'll put some kind of zoomed in image next of the components. There we go, the camera's doing quite a good job. But you can see at the bottom we've got the SMD transistor, we've got an SMD resistor, a 151, and then the coil itself is 12 turns plus 12 turns that were made around a 3mm LED. So I decided, well, while I've done that 3mm, I may as well do this, and that's to put a coil on the end of a 3mm LED. Here's another one of those, slightly neater. It gets difficult to see this stuff at these sizes. So, the big thing is, will that work? Right, so we're on low light because of the, well, I don't think there's a lot of power out to this thing. Also, it's raining outside, there's a thunderstorm, and the fridge is on. But let's see if we can get the 5mm LED. Oh, there we are. Yeah, look at that, it's actually quite bright. Wow, maybe I could have put the light on. Oh, that's great, it's running. Let's try the 3mm. Oh, knocked it round. There we are. Oh, that comes on quite bright if I don't knock the thing along. There we are. Ha! It's running. Just for the sake of completeness, we'll do this in the daylight now that the fridge has gone off and the rain's gone off. There we are with the 5mm, and there we are with it lit up. So there we go, I'm delighted with the success. If you look at the size difference, regular coil, that, and even the very popular, this sort of size, then this whole thing in comparison. So is that indeed the world's smallest wireless electricity system? Alright, thanks for watching.